Thank you, President Pedraja. So some of you might not know me. I've only been here a year. My name's Terry Vecchio. I'm actually the Dean of Students here, if you don't know me. And hopefully you'll get to know me as time goes on. I'm going to be up here a little bit, a couple of times today, but I want to say very publicly that all the initiatives that we've been working on, the 3 initiatives that you'll see, the mentoring, the care, and the food pantry, are initiatives that were born out of a lot of people's ideas and a lot of people's hard work. I might be the voice today for some of that, but I'm not the person who's in charge of it all. There's a lot of us who are doing it together. So let me just start off with QCC mentoring. As you know, Brothers and Keepers and SHE have been really amazing programs that we've had on this campus. And when Dr. Pedraja came here to campus, he asked us to actually expand the program, that it be more inclusive to a lot of different people, and that we really think about mentoring at QCC in a broader sense. So over the past year, I've worked with these fine folks and some other folks to basically put together a more comprehensive look at QCC mentoring, and that's actually what we're calling it. Now it's called QCC mentoring. That doesn't mean we take away the honor that Brothers and Keepers or SHE has put together. Those two have become clubs and organizations now. Now QCC mentoring is a more comprehensive program that will include a lot of different things. Ricky and Gabe are going to talk more specifically about those, but let me just say really quickly that we are besides what they're going to be talking about, we also are running a mentoring program for our actual students. Our students are mentoring Burncoat students. We did a pilot last spring. We had 10 Burncoat High School students and 15 or so Phi Theta Kappa students who brought the Burncoat students to our campus, and they spent 2.5 hours with them weekly to mentor them, to do college-ready behaviors, college-ready stuff, as well as have a meal with them. We're expanding that this year. That will include 20 Burncoat students and probably 20 of our Phi Theta Kappa students. So again, I want you to be thinking broader about mentoring. It's not sort of these 2 programs, it's actually an umbrella of mentoring that's happening. And the other piece that's happened is our orientation program. If you noticed this past week, we had an amazing crew of orientation folks running around. We had a large population of students, of our incoming students, participate thanks to our advising. Shout out for advising for making them, thank you. Every student they met with, they actually registered them for orientation, so it is a required program, so that's exactly how it should be. We had over 800 students attend our orientation program, and we had about 15 to 20 student leaders who were trained as mentors and leaders for these students, and they went through a training in the spring, an overnight training in the spring. They did some training this summer, and they got prepared to actually meet with our incoming students. And if you saw the small groupings of them, it really warmed my heart to sort of see this bonding that was happening. So mentoring is happening at many levels, and I want to just thank everybody who's participated in that and helped us. Kathy Wrench, Carol King, obviously Ricky and Gabe are here. Jennifer Bemis has been a part of it. So we have really blown this program up, is what I've been telling Ricky for the past couple of months, that we've blown this program up into a way that's pretty amazing. I'm going to let Ricky and Gabe talk a little bit more about those things.
Thank you very much, Terry, and thank you, Ricky, and nice to meet you. Those of you I haven't met in person yet, my name is Gabe Santner. I was brought in to really work on expanding our mentoring programs to the community and to welcome community members, local business people, and anyone that we think could help serve our students and provide them with some mentorship and professional guidance, academic guidance, and social guidance. So this summer I have been recruiting professional mentors and working with some staff as well to find people, have them fill out our common application for all mentors, for all mentoring on campus. And I just have to say, as a newcomer to QCC, every business, every person that I've met and told them about this program has been so excited and already was so positive about QCC and the programs that we have before I even came in the room. So thank you all for giving such a positive example and elements in the community. Thank you. So far, I just want to give a quick pitch. We have 130 students who are signed up and ready to be mentored, and we have about 75 mentors from QCC staff and local partners and businesses. So those are great numbers. Our target was 100 of each of those. So as you can see, we need a couple more mentors. So we really wanted to extend an invitation to any staff that were not a member of SHE or Brothers and Keepers or any other campus mentoring initiative. You're welcome to sign up, and we think that staff members are going to be some of our best mentors. So just go to our website, qcc.edu/mentoring, and it's a very quick application. Finally, I just want to say that Ricky and Terry have been so welcoming, and we will do anything we can to expand mentoring on campus. So I'm going to pass it over to Ricky now, who will talk a little bit about the process for mentors who are staff members, and thank you all very much.
Good morning. So I'm Ricky Frazier. I'm the TRIO counselor and also the coordinator of mentoring and student engagement. So I'm going to talk for a few minutes about what is to be expected. So Gabe will manage the community aspect, and I am managing faculty and staff mentors. I am also managing programming for mentees. And moving forward, Brothers and Keepers and SHE will run as student clubs, student-led, and still focus on the empowerment of men and women. During my tenure here, the foundation of mentoring has been established and now being expanded. I am passionate about bringing mentoring to the next level and working with all of you to make that happen. I am feeling really confident about the possibilities this may open up for our students.
Hi, it's me again. Right, so the other piece that we've worked on in our area is to try to provide support for faculty and staff regarding students who they may be concerned about. On many college campuses, and I think you might have tried this a while ago, but on many college campuses, there's a team of folks who work with students who've been identified in need. And that could mean a lot of different things. It could mean that they're struggling academically and emotionally. There could be some mental health, or there could be financial aid. There could be a lot of things all wrapped up into a, you know the student I'm talking about, the student who maybe has changed behavior. They were really very engaged in your class, and all of a sudden they become really shy or really withdrawn, and they're not themselves. That would be a person we would want to send to the care team. So we've put together a team of folks that are called now the care team. We meet weekly, and the folks who are on that are myself, Jason, who's the Assistant Dean of Students, Christy, who's the Director of Disability Services, Kevin, the Chief of Police, Tina, who's our counselor on campus, and then Liz Woods, who's our Title IX coordinator. So all those folks meet weekly with the intent of reviewing students' names who come through our form, and I'll share that with you in a second. And we basically case manage them. Think of it as a safety net for students who are struggling. Again, remember, student success is our ultimate goal, and these are students who might be sort of on the fringe, who might be struggling. We have had students in the past whose houses have burnt down, and they don't know where to go. Those are the folks you should send our way to care team. We've had students who were really disruptive in class, who were acting out in a way that was scary, and you have the chance of going to campus police, but if it's something that's not so frightening to you and it's something that's not urgent or an emergency, then send the name to the care team. The way to send information to the care team is that my signature on my email, Jason's signature on his email, probably Liz's signature on her email, will all have a link to frequently used forms, which is an area that we go frequently, right? There's a lot of forms on there, by the way. It's a little overwhelming, if you ask me. But if you go on that, and you go on frequently used forms, and you go down to student incident forms, you click on that, and there will be a list of a number of different forms you can fill out. We're trying to make it easier. We have a new system. Thank you to IT. Shout out to IT. We got Max in. Patrick, where are you? I love you right now. So we have a system that is actually an automated system, software, that will help us take these forms, and we'll be able to utilize that information and reach out to students. So if you look at this, the frequently used forms, you go to student incident forms, and you'll see conduct behavior, you'll see academic integrity issues. If you have a student plagiarizing or cheating, please go to that form, click on it, fill it out, upload the information. We get it immediately, and we can respond to that student immediately. Care team forms are there as well. Again, we can respond to those students immediately. So also Title IX will be up there, and ADA compliance will be up there. Correct, Liz? You're in here somewhere, right? Yes. So we're trying to make things simpler for you, to make it easier for you and make it easier for us to help students. Again, remember safety net. We're putting a safety net together for our students. And oh, sorry about that. Oh, again, sorry about that. Bang. Got your attention, didn't it? Yeah, good. All right, you see this? This is a form. Actually, I'm not going to take full credit for this. Liz Woods started this before I got here. And this is a file folder that we've adjusted a little bit. And so all the care team information is on the first part of it, and how to deal with disruptive or a distressed student. So this is a great tool if you have some concerns about students you're dealing with, whether it's in the classroom or whether it's in the business office. It doesn't matter. We deal with students at a variety of ways. This is a resource. We will be handing those out at the after you leave. It's free. You can keep it, and you can put it on your wall. You can do anything with it you want. You can color it if you want. I don't really care. Just use it if you want. And the final thing is we're very excited about our food pantry. Who's heard about our food pantry? Raise your hand. Awesome. That's amazing. You all are getting to know about it. All right, so with the help of a lot of people, again, I want to shout out to Bonnie Coleman and Phi Theta Kappa. Tina Wells has been huge in working with us, and then we also have a food insecurity meeting that's been meeting. There's a group of people. Lisa Schlegel has been amazing. Everybody's been helping us figure things out. Marketing Communications has done a great job. Karen Huttner has been helping us with stuff. So as you can see, these programs, these initiatives are not one person. This is a community coming together, knowing a need and working towards fixing that need or helping with that need. That's what the food pantry has been. We started seeing more and more people, or actually hearing from a lot of faculty and staff, that people are coming up to them and asking them for food. We noticed that there was some difficulty in the cafeteria with people stealing food. That need became more and more prevalent. And so we've worked with Bonnie's area, and we've taken over a little bit of their space. And their students have helped us out to basically put together a food pantry. You should come and look at it. It's in room 351A. Thank you, Bonnie. On the third floor. With the help, we did we're going to do another food drive, so please feel free to give us food. We'll give you a list of what we're in need of. But in the interim, what I want to tell you is that we're just doing some pretty cool things. That we're marketing it, and we also have these coupons. Now, don't get confused. The food's free. The coupon is just an advertising tool. So if a student says to you, I need some, I'm hungry, I haven't eaten all day, or I need to bring food home to my family, tell them about the food pantry. You don't have to have a coupon, they don't have to have a coupon, but I'm going to hand out coupons to you. We're going to hand them to you when you're leaving, because we want to have you educate our students, and this is a way to educate them. It gives information about, they get one microwavable meal, which, by the way, they could get without the coupon, but it tells them when the food pantry is open. It also helps us communicate with the students about what's available to them. So the coupons is sort of a tool, a gimmick, maybe a little bit of a gimmick. It's a tool, let's call it a tool. It's a tool to educate students a little bit about what we're trying to do here. Stop laughing, Michelle, I see you over there. All right, so, oh yeah, thank you, right, that was on there. The foundation. So this money, the money that's coming forward for the food pantry is not coming out of QCC's institutional budget. with the help of Karen Rux and the foundation, right now, we've raised $12,000, and we have a commitment, yep. There's a commitment of $25,000. We've got 12 of that, and Karen is out there banging the door trying to get the rest of that money from folks. So none of this money is coming from our institutional budget. This is all donated, actually from local banks and large corporations. And once we have all their names, we'll be sharing that with you once we have all of our money. I can't share that publicly yet. Okay? Is that good? Remember, all right, so what you have to do when you leave, you have to take a folder and you have to take a coupon. I'm only going to give you one coupon, and then we'll run out of coupons, but we'll make more. But remember, you do not need a coupon to send a student to the food pantry. They can get food no matter what. Thank you so much.
And now I'm going to flip through the slides that they did not. That's okay. Sometimes I am very technologically challenged. I wanted to also take this opportunity to thank all the people in student services for all the work they've done to create a culture of support for our students, because that is essential. Faculty, you do a great job in the classroom, but you also know that the students face so many challenges that are outside of the classroom, and that's what the student support services are there for. So when you hear a student that has been struggling with issues that are beyond the academic realm, do send them over to some of these new initiatives in student support. Encourage them to get a mentor if they don't have a mentor, and be willing to serve as a mentor yourself or to recruit people from the community. I know that Gabe has been out there doing a lot of recruiting, and we had talked to the people, for instance, at AbbVie, who is one of our bio-manufacturing companies, and we did a little training for some of the people, hoping to get maybe 10 or 20. I think we had over 30 to sign up for the mentoring program just from that one company. So that is bringing the community in. So that is great. All these initiatives are really helping assist our students. And when I was talking earlier about some of the initiatives, I also didn't, that slipped my mind, was the fact that we started two community-based learning hubs in partnership with the community. So we are bringing the community in, and now students at Great Brook Valleys and students down in Maine South near Catholic Charities can go to those community learning hubs to print papers, to get access to the internet, to have a quiet place to study or do some research, something that was not available to them. So they don't have to take the time to come here. Because again, life happens where they live, not always here on campus. And if we're going to help them study, we need to be in the community. We need to get all the student support services wrapping around them, so that it's not just the faculty teaching the students, but it's all of us who have the work to help the students succeed. And it's not one simple solution, it's multiple solutions, and it requires us to work together as a team and to be integrated and to keep that one focus. And that's the one theme that you'll see about many of this, is that student success. So thank you, Student Support Services, for that work that you've done. The other thing is a new initiative that we're starting, the Above and Beyond initiative. This came as we started thinking, often we hear complaints. We hear about what people have done wrong, but so seldom do we hear or celebrate the things that we do that go above and beyond to help our students. So we wanted to be able to recognize the many people out there who go above and beyond to help the students, to help our students succeed, to do remarkable service, and to give them a little thank you from us. So we are collecting this little cards that students can fill out at different places, in offices, and put in where they can talk about people who have done who've gone above and beyond of their work to help the students and to help them succeed. And I hope that this creates in us a desire to go above and beyond in serving our students continually. Now, I know that many of you do that and might not get recognized. Somebody forgot to put a card in, or nobody took the time. So let me thank you for that kind of work. The ones that our first batch, we got a good number of responses, a lot of individual ones. And for those that might just get one that might not come up to the top to be the winner for the month, we're going to send a letter to the supervisors and to them so they know that they got recognized, and so that maybe hopefully the department will do something to reward them for their service. And then we're also going to try to mention some of the runner-ups where we can. In some cases, we get departments as a whole who get a kudos, and we'll try to find ways to recognize a department. In this case, I do want to give a shout out to the math tutoring and the learning center area, tutoring area, for getting recognized from some of the students for the work that they do. So congratulations on that. And we will find a way to honor those who are departments that get some recognition. But for the first recognitions that we're going to award, and basically what you get, I don't know if this is a prize or a punishment, but you get to have lunch with me. And we'll probably take you to some place nice near the campus. It's not just going to be, McDonald's, but if you can endure the lunch with me, if you've gone above and beyond with the students, you certainly can endure lunch with me. So for the first, we have a winner and a runner-up, and given that this is the first, I'm going to take both of them to lunch as a part of the recognition. And I would have a drum roll now, but since I don't have a drum, there you go. The first monthly winner is Eric. With a very, very close runner-up, Marie Telemac from admissions. They both got more than one. They got several pieces recognizing them, and we want to thank them for the work that they have done. And my office will be in touch with them to let them know and set up a time that they can go to lunch with me. And hopefully this will be an opportunity for many of you to get to some recognition for the work that you do that sometimes goes unrecognized, and that you will be able to celebrate, or your department can celebrate with you, or in some cases that we can recognize a whole department for going above and beyond to serving our students and helping them succeed. Next up, you heard me talk a lot about the Student Success Center, and this is an important thing that's happened, and it happened rather quickly. There's a lot of hard work, a bit of confusion, some things that are still unsettled, and some things that will hopefully, after we go through this first iteration, we'll figure out what to do. For instance, there are something, like I mentioned several times, this is not just about geography, it's also about trying to find ways to integrate some of the services that the students get. Not so much that we don't always are able to integrate them ourselves, but that sometimes the student feels that everything's compartmentalized. And if there are ways that to the students everything seems to be seamless, and that they could get excellent service in an easily found location with people that are knowledgeable in different areas, that we'll be able to serve them better. Now, I don't know what this will look like in the end. We're learning from this first iteration, and we'll hopefully come up with new ideas of how we can create this. It may mean that we create some new positions. It may mean that we shift the way that we do things. I don't know yet until the committee does a proposal and gives me some of the feedback, and we as a group make a decision on what to do. But I do want to thank all the people who were displaced from their local offices, who had to go through a move in the summer, which is not always a fun thing, for facilities and IT for making all this happen, and for getting the work done in such a short window. And hopefully to helping people keep informed. So thank you so much for the hard work to making this a success. And I'm going to invite the two leaders of this project from the enrollment management side, Michelle Tufo and Lisa Smith, to come up and share a little bit more about how this process has gone.
So this is version 1.0, as we like to call it. At one point, it was 0.5. At some point, it was 0.005. So the whole point of it is basically this is the first of many. And it is a moving target, if you will, based on what our students' needs are at the time. And our first order of business as we came together was really to kind of get us through the add drop period and this cycle, which we're almost to the end of. My staff are counting minutes, as are the students, I'm sure, as they're coming on campus here. But our goal here was to make sure that we stay true to the President's vision of 100% student success, and also keep the needs of the students at heart as we start to talk to each other and make the decisions that were required to get this project started and off the ground. And I wanted to just thank everybody that was involved with that, and we'll get to the nitty-gritty of the who in a moment. But it was a valiant effort on behalf of many on the campus here, so thank you very much. Why is it going backwards?
No, it's forward. There are two thank yous.
There are two thank yous. Okay, so there we go.
So thank you first to Dr. Pedraja. I think many of you know that having this Student Success Center has been a dream of Quinsig for quite some time. But we just, for many reasons, haven't been able to sort of make that happen. But it's happening. We're up, we're running, it is working. I think students are excited about it. So really, thank you for the impetus to really sort of get the campus together, mobilized, and affecting change. Thank you to the E-team. We couldn't have done this without you as well. Your support to us when we couldn't get it together, and the meetings that we had every Monday, we really appreciate. So thank you there. Thank you facilities. Shout out to IT. Thank you for the library staff for making room for us in your very, very special space. We appreciate that and appreciate you. Thank you to the tutoring center as well for moving and helping us to have space have space within your space. So we thank you. It wasn't easy, and we really appreciate your sacrifice. The students will appreciate your sacrifice, and I think when we have students that are successful or more successful, we can go back and say, remember when, and all of us have contributed, and so we thank you very much. And everyone now who is currently still in event registration, the last event registration, we thank you so much. It's very hard to have everyone in 2 weeks' time get everything that they need to get done. And so we're hopeful that as we move forward, that this bottleneck, that these 2 weeks become a thing in our past. Yes?
Amen.
Hallelujah.